What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rich Banks back once again. So today we're working on a home project. We're going to switch our porch lights out because they're old and faded and the glass is broke. So first thing we need to do is come out to our fuse box and we're going to turn our porch lights off. Those just happen to be part of the hallway and the dining room. So we're going to click that off. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we're out at the front porch. This is our old light. As you can see, it's all faded. It's ash gray when it's supposed to have been black. I think it's been up here since the house has been built. You can see right here that the globe is cracked. And one thing I don't like is the brick that's on the front of our house is not even. Like this brick over here is nice and flat. So we're gonna make that look like this. I did this one just so I could make sure I knew what I was doing and I could show you guys how to do this. So it is what it is. So the first thing we need to do is get rid of this, and the way you do that is we'll take the globe off. We'll take these nuts off, and there's a pull out, then there's a plate, and then you'll have your wiring behind it. As always, make sure that your breaker is off and make sure that your light switch is off, just in case. All right, let's get started. All right, so we have to take our screws here out. And this will release this plate. We're gonna have to modify this plate. All right, put this down. I'll be right back. All right, so we have our plate off. This is our plate. It was screwed in here and here. As you can see, there's all kind of creepy crawlies that used to live in here. So we're just gonna take these wire nuts off. And this will release our plate. Just like that. The old one is out. Throw it in the trash. So to fix that, we're just gonna put some spray foam in here when we come back and we install our new one. So inside the package, you'll have your nuts and your little ball.
2 hours later.
So you have your pieces that go on your top hat right here. You'll have your piece that'll go on the bottom down here. They give you the bracket to mount it to the wall, and they give you some wire nuts. But we're going to use the old bracket, which I still got to get out. For here, we're going to reuse this bracket. We'll have to take these screws out here and here. And then we'll have to modify these two holes where these screws are coming here, make them bigger to accept the new bracket. So without further ado, let's go get that going. bracket, we have our step bit, so we need to make these two holes a little bit bigger to accept this bracket. So over here, get a couple washers. But if I was a Beck man, I think we were gonna have to replace these screws with some that's a little bit longer. Just because. So, back to the front porch. We're just securing our bracket that came with our new lamp to the old bracket that was on our old one. And this just gives us a nice flat mounting surface. So we'll just tighten that up. All right, YouTube, we got our plate mounted back on the wall. As you can see, it's sturdy. I pulled the wires through because there's enough room on our new lantern that these wires will fit right behind it as it sits on here. As you can see, there's a green screw right here, and that's where this ground wire goes to, so it'll wrap around this, and then this will actually attach to the wire that's on the lamp itself. So it's straightforward: black, black, white, white, green, ground. So without further ado, we're ready to wire this thing up and get it set. So you will need your wire nuts, which are these things right here. And these are stranded, so you just stick it up there next to it. We got our wire nuts on. You just want to make sure you give them a tug to make sure they don't come out. And then what we'll do is we'll put some electrical tape around them just to make sure that they are holding in place. So for our old light, it did not come, it did not have a ground on it. But this one, as you can see, there's a green wire right here, and it has a wire coming out, and there's a green screw right here. So what I did was I took some of the old stranded copper wire from the old light and just hooked it to that green screw that was here, and ran it out and connected it to the ground that came from the house, along with the ground from the light. So we're grounded. So we'll put some electrical tape on there, and then we'll be ready to put our light on. We got our wires taped up, so we should be able to mount our lamp now. It should just slide over these two screws there. It's on top of that. So let me grab those. And these are the nuts. That's why it's good to keep all your old hardware, just in case you might need to reuse it. So I'll get these tightened. We'll be touches this now. We got our nuts on. Let me show you. Oh, now we got the nuts on both sides. It's not pretty, but it'll stay up there, and it'll serve the purpose that we need it to serve. So we'll put our bottom piece on and turn it over. That's just like that. And then basically these right here, you unscrew them and they fit in those holes right there. Not sure if you can see that, but there's a hole right there, and then a hole on the back side over here, and it'll just sit basically on the top. So we'll put our bulbs in, then we'll test it before we put our lid on, just to ensure we are good to go. And these are the bulbs we're using. Got them from, I think, Home Depot, either Lowe's, one of the two, I don't remember. But they're LED, so they should last a long time. And basically you just come up here and screw these in from the top. And this will make this a lot easier in the holiday season when I come out here and change these bulbs out and put the colored ones in. So just like that. We'll go turn the breaker on, and then I'll be back. Light switch for outside. Hopefully it won't go up in smoke. So there's the first one we installed, and here's the second one. As you can see, it is lit up. We're good to go. So we'll put our lid on, and what we'll do is we'll come back with some spray foam and fill in all those gaps. Same thing on this side. We'll fill in all the gaps. All right, YouTube, we got our spray foam in, and this will help just keep the creepy crawlies out. And then what we'll do is we'll just come back with our X-Acto knife and trim around the edge and even it up so it doesn't look as all over the place. But you could probably use silicone, but you'd have to have a lot of silicone to fill in those spots. So yeah, so far so good. And just like that, YouTube, another home project done. Something you can do yourself. I'm not a certified electrician by any means, but if I could save you a couple of dollars by helping you do this yourself, it's well worth it. So until next time, on to the next project. Much love. Also, hit the bell, like, subscribe. Peace.